Hello and welcome to the Board Plays, a custom map here in Railroad Tycoon 2. We are going to be looking at State of Sao Paulo. Pedro II's empire is reaching the end. The Republic of Brazil is to be proclaimed, and the inhabitants from Sao Paulo will govern the country for several years. You have everything to turn the largest magnate of the... Okay, the text is too much for the box. There are opponents. Let's have a look. The task here is half complicated. Be careful for not losing the control of your company. For the bronze, accumulate a patrimony of at least 200 million for your company within, like, 70 years? For the silver, you should have personal net worth of 35, and do it 5 years quicker. For gold, be the richest, and do it another 5 years early. Okay. We will allow this. And we can be Bellcat Rail. And what... Is there one that's like a cat? There isn't a cat one. Actually, there is. There's a pouncing cat one, isn't there? I'm sure I remember. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, and it's the bunny rabbit. Well, then, the closest to Bellcat is probably the polar bear. Alright. What do we start with for access rights? And let's turn off the dividend before I forget. We have rights on everything. Except Estado del Sao Paulo. So we will buy those rights. Goodbye some of our starting money. A bit weird that it says build a train network here and then you don't start with rights. I mean, here is the obvious place. Look at all these passengers. There's like a bajillion passengers here. Where would we connect it? Here's pretty reasonable. So's here. Those there. Something tells you the map is a bit generous with passengers. Look at them all. Millions of passengers. Okay, we will start in Sao Paulo. We can get everything there if we allow a turn. Turn around. I want to optimize distance pricing. So there. Spin round. Hello, loan. That hurts a bit. That we're one tile off that connecting without a turn. Oh well. And that grade is gonna hurt. Sold. Where do I have you connect? Probably there. Okay. Coffee, cattle, lumber? Lumber? If we provide you with goods. And do you accept cow? You do not accept cow. You would not accept cow. We will build our post offices. And we'll look at 2 trains. We start all the way up with these. A noticeable step up from the Americans. Somewhat more expensive, but noticeably quicker. And also much more reliable. Yes, please. Have you. 1, 2, 1, 2. Coffee? Do you want coffee? Are we near enough, early enough in the timeline that... Yep, people still eat unprocessed coffee. So sure. Passenger, dining, mail, coffee. See once you get there if there's enough stuff. And then please, saloon, saloon, saloon. Go. Now, I think the real challenge here is going to be beating the AI, because the AI gets such a high multiplier on passenger revenue, and this is such a passenger-rich map, that the AI is going to make absolute buck. Like, the AI is going to make mad money. Yeah, the AI is going to expand like mad. They are going to spread like a plague across the face of this map. The sun... No. This is the Bellcat Express. Max passengers. Double the track to just before that one. Give this sanding and water. I wish we could afford a large restaurant, but we cannot. That's not too bad. So I need another sanding thing like about there. Once we have the cash. That's not really acceptable that you think you don't have the sand when I built the sand here. Maybe it will be okay because it's a straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a male. Now we can afford our restaurant and hotel. And no. So you know what? You are now more important because the other guy is going to go too slow because it didn't accept that it had sand. Yeah, look at them. Making mad money. Decreed the law of the more than 60 years. All slave with more than 60 years is automatically free. As in everyone over the age of 60? You are not going to have a fun time. Speed up. We definitely need another sanding thing here, like we said. People are okay with my revenue, but not amazed. On the other hand, it's not like there's stuff to pick up from Sarok yet. That's not all bad. South Paulo would definitely like passengers. That lets me make my extra sand thing. It's a bit tempting to make it nearer that train so that it gets the sand slightly sooner. I'm gonna give in to that temptation. Yeah, look. Already they've spread like a plague. One extra city. Sanding, water, restaurant. Hotel, can't afford it. Issue stock. Hotel. Go. Come on, it's not far to get to the sand, little guy. The other one is expanded one. You suddenly accept you have stand and like quadruple in speed immediately. Fortunately, they're going to run over the top of each other. But the right one is the correct priority. Sarok is the less priority because it's not got a full set of passengers to pick up yet. That said, we do need to double this little bit of track as our next thing. 1, 2, 3. Mail. We absolutely want to double that bit of track. Full sets of passengers. This needs a maintenance bay. Okay. And then we're good to expand. Unfortunately, our friend here has also expanded. And he's made more money than us so far this year, and I'm not likely to grab more income again. So what do we add? This could eat cow, milk, it could eat fruit, it could eat wood. There is no nearby milk. This place could actually eat the coffee. So I could set up a separate deliver coffee. Sure, why not? Double this whole track. Grab one of you. Coffee all the way down. The easiest one is probably this sugar to here, and then it can take food to both other sides. Ooh, that's disgusting, though. It's a bit more acceptable. Okay. This place is then going to need a sanding water, ideally roundhouse. For the moment, hotel. Then hotel roundhouse. Buy some more of our stock. This guy has gone mad with stocks. I guess I will as well. Bet in our own success. Or on our own success, I should say. Yeah, that turn is causing some problems, but not too many. It expands again. As does this guy. We should see if a better person is available. Not really. I was looking for cheapness, man. Cheapness of fuel. He at least hasn't been gobbled up by one of the other two. So this needed maintenance. Would like to add in the sugar one. We can do once that one delivers its coffee. Perfect. Sugar one. Sugar to food to here. Sugar to food to there. And the last thing you needed was a big hotel. Oh, sorry, a big restaurant. Okay, we can think about a passenger expansion. Do I need to build contiguously? I do not. I can build anywhere I like. Here to where? Bless me. Yeah? Yeah, that could work. And that looks pretty good. Then can we get away with just a single turn? Yes. I reckon that's the next thing I target. We need to make some more money, though. Curitiba has offered a $500,000 bonus if you connect to it. Holy. Okay, no, new plan. Here to there. Even if I have to loan immediately, I want the $500,000 bonus. Because that will pay for the loan. No, I kind of want that one tile over. Done. Okay. Yeah, I need the extra house. We get our bonus $500,000. That instantly becomes all of these sorts of things. Can't afford the large hotel at the moment. We're going to have to grab mail next time. And now there was some hilliness here, but it's all a complete flat straight. Well, flat. It is a complete straight, so the hilliness here, which is at the end won't be too much of a bother, and the hilliness here is down at the very beginning, so that's fine. Now we could afford your Sanding Water Hotel. But not quite the roundhouse yet. I hope you're out of the way of that guy. You were not. Or maybe you were and you've stopped because you started hitting this one. We made the most money this year. Buying our own stock has proven wise. Most income, most profit. I don't need the little MS Paint I'd saved from the last map. Get rid of that. The Relics Express. Done. This already has everything. This end needs maintenance. Oh, my mouse has died. No! New battery. Go! Quickly! One mail. What next? Possibly that one we were thinking about here. Although our loans are still worryingly bad in terms of their cost, the interest rate on them. Despite the fact that we are super profitable. The other end wants mail more than anything, so grab a full set of mail, one of which is decayed while you were grabbing it. Rip. And we will sometimes want a quick connection back. That way. Our opponent has actually made more money than us this year, having expanded up to Itajuba. We should check if half-price Fuelman is available. He is not. People are buying our shares. In fact, he almost owns as much of our company as we do. going to invest a little bit more in our own company. Hope we don't have a stock market crash. Yes! And so we made slightly more than our opponents at the end of the year. And we've probably got enough to do this expansion that we wanted. So it was Registro to Perumbe. Now, come on. Thank you. Optimize for distance pricing. Four and a half to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty good ratio. Hotel, water sanding, post office, saloon, restaurant. You need everything as well. And then you need a train. Two, 3, 4, and a milk. We're definitely eating all the available cash. And our friend has also expanded up to Paranavai. You never want to do milk again. It's going to be a new year. We're going to have another look for half-price Fuel Man. We split 2 for 1. No, still no half-price Fuel Man. So our opponent is even richer. I'm not liking this. He's got like an extra our value on top of us. Although if we have a market collapse, he is boned. He is super boned if we have a market collapse. This might need water, but it shouldn't. Well, we'll give it sanding as well. He has expanded again. So is this guy. I mean, in fairness, we just did an expansion, so the AI to be matching it. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, that's the right thing. Yes, there's 2 mail. I need this one to ding. And then we're probably okay for relative earnings. That's still fine. And this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And enough money for an expansion. Okay. What next? This is a huge boy. Where can we connect it? Here? It's not long distance. But it would be good passenger revenue from a station revenue perspective. And we can actually make it a little bit further away than you'd think. Or is it worth putting in the turn to get all those extra houses? No, it only captures like a couple of extra houses. I don't think that's worth. I'd rather keep it completely straight. Start this end. Goodbye money. Just slightly not able to afford that. Speed up. Now we can. Then it's only the roundhouse, and then this one is done. Roundhouse. Okay, can either of these do anything else? You could do logs if there's any logs nearby. Actually, you could do logs, and there's tons of logs nearby. This place could also do logs. So, hello, world's largest supply of lumber. Once we have a bit more cash. A new year? Not yet. Gonna say we should look for cheaper fuel man again. So long and thanks for all the logs. Proclaimed the Republic. Emperor D. Pedro II is deposed in spite of the progress of his reign, and Diodoro assumes temporary government. Woo. So it was that. And that gets more logs than you can poke a stick at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Except that I can't actually get out of there. Then, no, you die. What about like that? There we go. We need to have a bit more money for the track laying. So what? 1 logs to here, to there, 1 logs to here, to both of these two. Most revenue, barely more profit though. So we're not as efficient as our friends. No, still no cheaper fuel man. That one's perfect. This will need sanding water. Now, 3 here, there. 3 here, there. 3 there, back here. What should we say? How heavy are logs? 25? How slow would you go, friend? No, I like 3. There's too much hills to do anything other than 3, I think. Okay, so that should be every city in this network now supplied with lumber as well. We could also do paper. You want paper. You want paper. How heavy is pulpwood at the moment? Pulpwood is not insanely heavy yet. Done. Yes, things change in weight across the course of the game, Sergeant Cookie. These start out at like 15 tons, and then they eventually become like 25 tons. Pulpwood starts at like 20, and it gets up to like 60. It gets really heavy. Wool and cotton do the same. They start fairly heavy and get heavier. Alcohol starts absurdly heavy, but never gets lighter. Like, never gets heavier. It starts at 50 from day one. So somehow turning the grain into alcohol doubles its weight at the very earliest start dates, because the grain starts light but gets heavier across the course of the game. But the alcohol just stays flat the whole game. Damn it. Economy back on track is actually bad. I wanted the economy settings to screw the AI. Mining that to mail. One mail. We definitely have enough to do another expansion. Wait for this one. I don't really want to leverage myself much more than this. I guess I'll go up to 75. Okay, what expansion next? Where are the largest concentration of unexploited citizens? here to here looks pretty good and straight. It's not the largest amount of Toledo. It's not the largest number of people, but it's big enough to be worth doing. We try and optimize for distance pricing, place them as far away as it will support. Why does it get heavier? As in across time, or... So, for like the passenger cars and stuff, it represents the fact that in the modern day and age, we expect a passenger car that has air conditioning and fancier seats and electric lights and etc. etc. And so it's heavier to make. Like, a modern passenger car is genuinely heavier because of all the extra stuff that it has in it. Whereas the early ones are basically, you know, a little bit of wood, a wooden seat, and that's it. Need the slightest bit more money so that we can... Oof. Afford a train over there. Speed up. Yes, with the safety feature of the train doesn't go very fast. The easiest safety feature. These are both wanted equally. So we'll take the mail, because mail expires quicker than passengers. Same deal here. The Mastodon starts to exist. Now we could add in this cotton. Cotton here, goods down there. But honestly, the fastest payoff is probably just doing another passenger line. So we'll wait and build another passenger line. Like, not that this is bad, because it was a tiny bit of extra track to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra deliveries. Our enemy has expanded again. Where is the oh, I never got to build the train here because we were poor. Okay, let's do that. You. Descend. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, go. Hopefully by the time you get there, there's some demand. Or some, sorry, supply for passengers and or mail. If not, we might well actually do that. Actually, because I can do this without needing to build any extra track, that is acceptable. Tiny little efficiency Vulcan who just says, every once in a while, take some cotton from here to there. Double this bit of the track so they don't run over each other as often. Is a consolidation with 85 tons, which we will call 80. 37, faster than a Vulcan with... No, yeah, it is. This fully loaded with passengers and mail is faster than the little Vulcan carrying the heavy cotton. Even just one of them. Or little guy. Grab 2 in the future then. If you're already slower, there's no point in not having you carry a whole year's worth. Double mail. Single mail. Our first breakdown. It's not going to get in the way of other things, so that's not so bad. 2 mail. Still not good, but we would be much more annoyed if there was a breakdown like here. Pay off our loans. Still no cheaper fuel man. Made amazing money. Other guy's still richer than us, though. He owns way too much of his company. I'm going to keep betting on ourselves. I don't want to drive the price higher than that. We'll risk financial collapse. This is actually taking long enough. In good news. Oh yes, new year, we should check for cheaper fuel man. He doesn't exist still. Cry frown sad. Only passengers. Okay, next expansion. Where's the next concentration of people to connect? Yeah? I mean, there technically works. There's so much cattle in here. Holy. Look at all the cattle. Much moo, very cow. No, not doubled. That looks plausible. Yep, it grabs all those people. Let's do that. This end needs everything. This end needs everything. And then we need the actual train. Done. More beef than two rappers who only ever write diss tracks about each other. Ba-dum-dum-tsk. Okay, we could add in this, delivering to both ends cow. With a little efficiency Vulcan. Just quietly living the efficiency Vulcan life. So 2 to there, 2 to there, that's your job. Other guy is more important than you. Now, I'm kind of tempted to connect here, through there, and then 2 of these. Yeah, that's perfect. Go, little Vulcan! Stay ahead of your enemy! You're totally not going to. Nope, that's fine. We've got enough money for another expansion. I can't really afford to buy more of my own company. If there's a financial downturn, we will die. That works. Hell, so does that. Might as well make it even further away. Yeah, it's definitely not shy about having a high population. Okay, this can accept grain and cow. It's probably bad in terms of it makes it too easy, Sergeant Cookie, because you can just make so much money off of passengers. Yeah, the only question is, are you capable of outscaling the AI? And because the AI builds as a web, rather than building disconnectedly, you should be okay. I'm going to allow this to be double-tracked once we can. Might have to do with the author being Brazilian. People would never have a bias. Never. The guy who made those 3 maps set in Australia totally didn't have his email address to do with commenting on the maps as a I work for Victoria Railgov. Oh. 2 mail, 3 mail. Double mail. Slow. Double track this. Make our food one. Once a year, grab all the cows and all the grain. Actually, even that doesn't work. Once a year, you grab all the cows and all the sugar. There. Emperor dies in Paris. Pneumonia kills him. That one's fine. That one needs 1 less mail, 2 less mail. Yes, former emperor. They deposed him. That was one of the earlier... Where are we? Republic proclaimed, emperors deposed, etc., etc. We've got enough money for another expansion. Here. Go. Hello? Oh, I didn't tell you to start at the right end. Well, sucks to be me. Hopefully by the time you get to the other end, it's not a problem. Our salary increases by a fifth and a bonus, and there are new people available. Still not Fuel Man. And our opponent is still making more money than us. Or net worth, I should say. Go up to 150. Ding, ding, ding. Looks good. 1.5 mil is enough to do another expansion. Although, let's wait for this guy to... No, let's not wait for you. Where shall we do? Here? There's a bit of hilliness in the middle and at the end. But we'll live. Optimize distance pricing. We're not early enough in the timeline that tool and die factories will accept raw iron. Can't even afford the restaurant. Well, I'm doing it so that I can have straight lines. I'm putting the train stations outside, in part so that I can have straight lines, and in part so that I can optimize the distance between them so I get paid more. Because you're paid for every tile hauled. Done. Okay, there's enough goods here now that it's possibly worth thinking about having one that just delivers goods. And that means that we may want to connect here as well. And then pick up probably these two from here. The electric trolley arrives in Brazil. No, we should start storing up a little more goods first. Yeah, a little more goods first. New year, we should see if there's cheaper fuel men. Still no. Become delicious food. 12 and 7. Good enough. Build station to grab cotton. Double all this track. Yes. This is not going to be able to be served by a Vulcan like this one can. It's going to need a real train. And then it's time to start delivering. So goods here, goods here, goods here. This will then want sanding and water. A roundhouse wouldn't hurt either. We'd like to add good food into this mix. And there is a food place not too far away. With almost infinite sugar next to it. Right, so we could go... There? There looks pretty good. Okay. And one day this might also have some passengers. I don't know where to. Let's assume it does have passengers at some stage. Sanding water, roundhouse tick. And we need to pick up sugar to give to you. And I also need to connect into this line. One there serves pretty perfectly. And it could also serve as a midpoint between here and here for sand and water. So we want food here, there. Food here, there. And additionally... That's horrid. What about... I mean, those are both horrid. I think that's less horrid. We don't have the money for it at the moment. Need to wait a sec. Good enough. So it was... This one is the least horrid. And then there. It's going to need its own sanding water there, though. No question in my mind. Oh! Net drop. Net drop. Why? One sec. Thank you, Emma Blob. No, you're right. Exclamation mark idiot. I deserve it. Emma Blob is very right. You Nemi. Ooh. Ooh, this gets goods as well. Then we could start adding in food and goods to all of this. So yes. Wing. Double track. Double track. Then how are we going to do this? We're going to do this via... there. Okay. Cow and sugar processing. Now we just need cow and or sugar pickup. As well as cotton. There. So, cotton to there. That is your job. And now how are we going to do the cows? I think we just live with having a medium one further along the track. Right, if we make that a medium, then it works. Once we have slightly more cash. Yes. I want a second one of you, because I think we're going to need 2. And I wanted to set up that. Sanding water. Might as well have a roundhouse. Now. Cattle, cattle, here. Once a year. A little efficiency Vulcan can try and do the sugar. As long as he knows that he's low priority. Okay, and then when that starts saving up a reasonable amount of food, we can start delivering food in every direction. All looking good. Woo. Oh, what happened to short selling my stock, Mr. Man? You were short selling my stock earlier. Now this should also connect to something. It's got enough passengers. And it doesn't overlap with this that they'd eat into each other. We could have it turn a corner and come down to Zhao. That might be livable. It's a little bit silly to go back and forth here for the up and down, but it'll still make money. Sanding, water, post office, saloon, restaurant. Express end to end, thank you. Go. No more milk. If I add in you... then I can also provide... like, we can provide goods to here as well. That is your loop. This place is going to be busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. And now it has enough food to start delivering everywhere else. So, food here, food there. Food here, food there, food there. We're going to want 2 of these. Start you here, start the other one at the start of the loop. Done. Profit is actually slightly down, disturbingly. Can we get Fuel Man? We still can't get Fuel Man. Where is he? Give me Fuel Man. My kingdom. Well, my republic for a Fuel Man. Anyway, we got $15 million. We should expand more. And I'm okay with going up to like 200k, maybe. That's getting a bit... Well... Yeah, we'll go 200. A bit exorbitant, but we'll live. Where else can we connect? We can connect arses to Abutataku. Arses. Look. ASSIS. Arses. Look, you go ask Orlov or Belkat. I don't name their cities. No, that's not a very Innocentia name, is it? Arses. I think maybe we connect here to there. We're going to need one zigzag. At which point we might as well try and find out what gathers the most people. That seems almost best. It's going to be a bit of a hilly start, unfortunately. And it's going to want something in the middle. It was founded in 1932. It doesn't exist for 40 years. We will double track this, because I am generous. 23,000. Actually, that might even be better overall. So you know what? We'll delete that old line. And then this can be both the middle point for extra sanding and water between them, and it can be a way of delivering food. So cow here, food that side, cow here, food that side, which we immediately start working on. Okay, express end to end. Done. We've got enough for another expansion. So And has a population of less than 8k. I mean, in fairness, I'm doing both Innocentius and Morangas. Maybe I connect you to here? No. But we should start doing these ones as well. So you, 1, 2, 3.5, 2. I kind of like going 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe all the way down to Baru. This one could be to that one. Or actually, no, we do you to here. And him to here. You're unsure if Morangas is even a real town? It almost sounds like an Australian country town name. I'd believe that. Out there next to Keyrang. We could have Morangas and Keyrang. On Google Maps, it's 3 scattered houses. I'm sorry, coffee plantation. You're in the way. Die. Now, do I blow up the bakery? Do we go around the bakery? There is a lot of sugar here, and I don't see any other thing for processing the... Like, if there was cows here as well, then maybe. But that bakery looks like the only way of giving this network food. But I am happy to blow up that gravel yard. And do that. Okay. Warehouse, hotel, standing water, post office, saloon, restaurant. Rip money. We need to wait for a bit more money. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to connect to this one. Can't afford the hotel at the moment. Fair enough. Grab those 4 bits of mail and get going. There's no way that they don't run out of resources on the way. All stations, and then turn you back to just that one. That's enough for the hotel. Woo, then we can make this one. Good. Then we need that one, but we're too poor. We might want those goods one day. Roundhouse, sanding water. And for the moment, post office. Post office. I need one more. And there are 6. I'm surprised that didn't make more money. Take us back into the positive. Sure, you can have a second one. Wait for it to finish loading. Woo. That should allow us to deck out you. Add this one. So now I can add you to Lynn's. Go. And then a little bit more money, and we can have Marilla Adamantina. Oh no, it doesn't fit. Has to go there. Post office. Last Express, which was Adamantina Marilla. Go. And finish giving you all the secondary things. Let me check these. Has everything. Has everything. Has everything. No. Has everything, including an excess warehouse. Has everything. Has everything. Has everything. Good. Bonus goods. Now it was going to be you deliver food to everyone else. Little efficiency Vulcan, doing coffee to there. Why not? And I want to grab these two. Or actually, these three. There we go. Maybe a loop back. Definitely sanding water. Roundhouse and grain silo. Okay, and then we're going to have 2 delivering sugar. Sugar to here. Go. Dare I say we could even have that one. Playing double duty. And then once those come in, we can start distributing the food in every direction. How is his net worth almost as good as mine? Buyback stock. Phew. Purchasing power was briefly negative. A new locomotive has been introduced in the European and North American markets. The Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo. The innovation is that it's an electric locomotive. However, you will only be entitled to purchase the locomotive if you increase your international negotiations. This comes at a price. Almost $1 million. Absolutely not. I am not spending $1 million to get the monstrosity that is the Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo. The sole redeeming feature of which is that it's kind of okay at grades. So if you've got a very short distance with a high grade, and you don't have access to this, it can do a decent job. Would I rather have the Bulrehi from the Washington scenario? The Mogul. We would like this. This is what we'd like. A true express train. It makes me sad that we just built all of these as consolidations. Now, what are the other victory conditions? Personal worth of 35 mil. And company worth of 200 mil. We're about a quarter of the way there. And almost there for personal worth. Right? Yeah. So I don't need to leverage myself any further. I've only got 45 years left, I know. It's so little time. No. This guy is more important than the food. Okay, there's goods to deliver. Let's start adding in those. So it's goods to here, goods to here, goods to here, goods to here, and goods to there. We'll start this one midway through its cycle, and we'll start a second one at the start of its cycle. And then this is busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. So are you. Good. No. Stupid fake holes. Good. Close enough. Next what? I mean, how much money do we make in a year? I might not need to do anything else. Everyone else is buying up more of our shares, though. Boo! Boo hiss. The St. Jose Dio Rio Preto Cannonball. Literally too long to fit with the default name. What is it? TBW Express? Go. At least wait for half, please. Same with you. Speed up. He has made money across his lifetime. One sec, sorry. Cough, 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 cough. Okay, how much do we make in a year? 10 mil? So yeah, we could kind of just speed 5 now. Although our Mr. here has actually exceeded our wealth again. Not really acceptable. But I don't want to leverage myself anymore. So I guess I just have to find more growth. A ridiculously short line, but it will earn station revenue. Go. Doesn't need maintenance stuff, it's such a short line. And it can have the mogul. Go. Where else can we expand? We've got $18 million. We should spend it here. It needs a turn. Yeah, seems the most reasonable. Maybe we can get away with just one turn. Doesn't look like it. Although maybe. Yeah, actually, we can get away with one turn. Fantastic. Looks good. Where else? I haven't connected to Tupa. President Prudent, who won the election on his name alone. It's the prudent choice, after all. I always liked the idea of starting a political party called the Sensible Party, so that you could say the sensible position is... Okay. Grab a mogul. Connect our 2 new ones. He's currently the president at the moment. Did he name the town after him while he was alive? Surely not. Surely that's a step too far. 15 years after his death. That's a bit more reasonable. We'll connect Arceus to Botaku. I kind of want to connect it to Avere. I'm not cut out to be a politician. Politician names new town after himself. Critics everywhere surprised he didn't also erect a giant gold statue of himself. Actually, that's too hilly. How do I get this to be here? That might be acceptable. Yes, I can get that to work. Will that reach Arceus? It does not reach enough of Arceus. So, like there. Roundhouse Hotel. Everything, 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 everything. Everything, 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 everything. A nice shiny new mogul. Go. The train station is in the middle. That's only because of the hill. It only looks that way because of the hill. If we go to the other views, it's fine. Got $13 more million to spend. We're not connecting Rio Claro. We could connect it to Itapedaninga. Fairly reasonably. And admittedly, there's a bit of an incline there. That looks good. One of everything. This end can actually process grain into food. That would work. But so would that. The trouble is it's uphill. So my want to do it with a little efficiency Vulcan is not really realistic. And that means we're going to need to double this track. So one for the mogul. Start at that end. And then food to here, to there. That is your life. Okay, we've still got $10 million to spend. We could connect Lepe. And I'm currently wasn't using this as a passenger thing, so Lepe to here makes kind of sense. Yeah, that makes quite reasonable sense. Especially because it can be a single continuous flat bit of track. Relatively flat. There is some grade. Banting, water, post office, saloon, restaurant. There's bits that are flat. Look, 0, 0. There's a lot of 2s and some 4s. But that's downhill. And the other ones will be going quick by that time. No, I think this is fine. I don't think it's a worrying amount of grade. Mogul between here and Lepe. Same at both ends. Turn it back to normal. These currently don't have food as part of their setup. Do you think that's the best place to connect it? I'm willing to listen. Double all of this track. Put a extra sanding and water here, because the ground is so very flat. But now all of this extra sugar that was going unused can become sugar here, Lepe. Sugar here, Irati. And sugar here, Kotiba. Done. You are now probably busy enough to deserve telegraph poles. Looks good. And the only other thing would be providing food to here, because currently everything else is producing the food. No, you are. We could do either here to here, or we could do here to here. I think that one is the more sensible. So we'll add a Toledo to there. That should now be using all of that sugar. We've still got $8 million to spend. Ponta Grossa could connect to over here. Right. Oh, 6s are a bit yuck. Now, at that stage, even I have to admit that isn't going to be the most fun. Even if it is coming off a long flat. I still like it, though. I like it enough. We're going to live with it. You. You. Do you eat coal? Yes. Does the other end eat coal? No. And this has 1, 2, 3.5 pairs of people, whereas you have 5 pairs of people. So you know what? You can actually also connect to Orenhos. Sure. God damn it. Waste of 200k. There. Yes. Everything except a roundhouse and sanding. So hotel, post office, saloon, restaurant. This one has everything. And then maybe one thing in the middle. You don't want coal either, right? No. There. Sanding water. Okay, and then 2 moguls. One that does there. Except that this also accepts grain. There's something like that. What does it turn the grain into? It turns it into food. And then... yes, half the food can come back to here. But on your side, it's only passengers. Done. That should achieve balance in the future. I don't mind making a little efficiency Vulcan. To give that the coal that it somewhat likes. Good. We've still got $4 million. What do you do? Goods into iron. And passengers. And mail. So actually this is like 2 sets of houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 sets of houses is huge. Where would I even connect that many people? Apia needs something. But that's too hilly. If anything, we should do Apia, Ita, Piva. No, 4 is too much. Those 3s are a bit more livable. Can we go the other side? Yeah, that's not the greatest, but not the worst. Give them as much run-up as we can. They're going to have to handle an unpleasant grade. Maybe at least let them have a bit of run-up. Start that end. We can maybe afford to do one more before we run out of money. Here to here. For station revenue. No, my net crashed, Java. If you left earlier, I had an internet crash. Recovered after about 2 minutes. Something. Go smack the modem. Turn it off and on again. Yeah, it is. It is annoying. Okay. That works. And then I want to add this as well. Can't get it inside a single medium. But it does fit inside a single large. Might as well optimize for distance pricing. Okay, then we want what? One efficiency Vulcan. That goes iron to there. Once a year. And then one efficiency Vulcan that does the same thing but with goods. Iron to there. Double this track. So they don't run over each other as much. And at the station. And then an end-to-end express. Good enough. And then the last question is, do we want little efficiency Vulcans for these things? Probably yes. This thing will make good money. And it doesn't take that much effort to add in. Ooh, okay, it takes slightly more effort than I thought. Yeah. There. I mean, one big station makes that a lot easier. And yet, we'll go with 2 little ones. Still, we need to let a bit more money come in. Thank you. There is no way you should run out of sand and water between there and there again. And that looks terrible, but it's downhill. And I think this one needs to be a real train because it's got to go up a hill a little bit. And that means this little bit of track should be doubled. And I'm wrong, because it's not actually going to there, it's going to there. There. Okay, fixed. Then we're going to want to buy this. And I agree, we should maybe consider buying more of our own shares. Because profits are going to pulse. On the other hand, I'm already super leveraged, and if our share price plummeted because of a market crash, I would be personally screwed. Yeah, that seems to have handled its hill fairly well. This one's having a little bit of trouble. You, friend, need to be low priority. So does that guy. And so does this guy. In fact, it's looking like we might need 2 of those. Which is shocking. But maybe it does also double time helping that top one. Yeah, let's assume that that's so. So here, then here. There. You do double time helping each of that one and this one a little bit to make sure they both get their duties met. This made mad money. That doesn't really want any more coal. Yeah, here we go. Economic collapse, slight. I'm still good for purchasing power, though. We should have a look if half-price Fuel Man is available. No. At least none of the opponents have it. Or I can just speed up. Z2 Trilhos captured. Like these would now be super profitable. The bubonic plague is in Santos. Ugh. And it's looking like we need a second one of this guy. That's annoying. I'll delete that when I'm allowed. If we need a second one of you, then we will have a second one of you. You know what? Maybe we just need 2 of that one. And now that he's ahead of his curve, he might stay there. That kind of means we want to double that track. And this track. Where was the milk processor? Here. And there is milk nearby, but it's not super nearby. Okay. Buy back stock if it's cheap. It's still cheap. It's still relatively cheap. Let the price collapse some. These sugar things should be doing fairly well. And then so should this bakery, which someone's already bought, fair enough. New Year, is half-price Fuel Man available? Still no. Pays for itself every 4 years. The others are doing okay. The share price is depressed again. Let's buy more. We now own... Yeah, we own about half the company. The Vulcan is no longer purchasable. Cry frown sad. Wait till the end of the year. Buy some more shares back. Wait for the mid of the year. Also, it's a new year. We should see if half-price Fuel Man is available. Still no. Wait for the middle of the year. Buy back some more stock. There is almost no publicly available stock now. We own 2/3 of the company. We own, let's say, 80% of the company, near enough. Little efficiency Vulcan. You're going to have to be replaced by consolidation because there are no more of you. No more Vulcans on the market. The annexation of Acre. Through a treaty of delimitation of borders with Bolivia, Acre is now Brazilian territory. Have another look for half price Fuel Man. Still no. Santos Dumont rise to the air with the 14 Bisson conquests of the word. The sibling right object, but the lack of testimonies invalidate their allegations. I think this is meant to be implying they made an airplane before the Wright brothers? There's got to be a better person, I'm sorry. Even if I have to dig for a bit. No, it really looks like we're being offered the same 6 people. Okay, they might have limited which advisors are available to ones that are Brazilian. We're waiting for a total amount of money owned, Racon. Nominally, we're meant to have 200 million of company worth. We've reached the other 2 goals. But the company is making less and less every year now. 114. We're making maybe 4 million a year, which would mean we need 20 years. So we may not actually reach that goal. But neither do I really want to be bothered linking up even more little cities in here. Like, it's clear that I've won. I have the most money. Our company is the biggest. This now needs to go away because Coal is no longer a thing. Ooh, you need more sanding. Okay, then you may have extra sand here. Right, we made 5 million that year, let's say. I'm personally avoided collapse. The exceptionally flat track. Look, it's moving back and forth at nice high speed there. Dun 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 dun. The Titanic sinks. The prairie exists. It's kind of a replacement for the Vulcan. Kind of. $7 million in profit. So what's the actual end date gonna be? Two more years. 8. 2 more years? Oh no, we've still got much more time than I thought. Oh yeah, we got tons of time. Absolutely just speed 5. For some reason I thought we only had like another 6 or 7 years left. Hell, we might even start making more money on interest than, General French destroys German army. More than 1 million drops in the longest battle of the war until then. Like, we might actually make more money on interest in a year now than in our other things. Actually, no. Passengers still outweigh interest by like 5 to 1. But we are beginning to make absurd amounts of interest, even on our 1% interest rate lending. When we have money in the bank, we only get 1% interest. We only earn 1% interest on our spare money. I have to choose between these two. I guess I choose that one. The President Prudet flyer? Sure. Looks like you could be upgraded as well. Replace with a nice little Pacific for you. Ford installs factory in Brazil. 180. Like 3 more years. 1. Yup. End of this year, we should have it. Who would say the gold is yours, and they have been saying that you are... It orders reign of the whole area. I assume this is idiomatic in Brazilian, and I just don't understand it. They are saying that you are... It orders reign of the whole area. Okay.